What's up, little tattletales? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Shakira, baby, you are not done with Piqué, his girlfriend, Clara, and his mom. Y'all, there is new information coming out on how Shakira found out that Piqué was cheating on her. Baby, she is letting all the business out, and I'm not mad at it. Why should she protect someone that literally mocked, humiliated, and disrespect her and the family? Where is this thing? Listen, turn the other cheek, Shakira. We're glad you're not. Also, she's not done with her mother-in-law after she put up a witch doll on the balcony. Because if you don't know, Shakira did that song that blasted Piqué, but also said, "You left me, but you left me with with my mother-in-law as a neighbor." And I was like, "Huh?" Until she really was saying they built a house, or the houses are on the same property as the mother-in-law's house. So they share like certain common areas. So on her house, she put up a witch doll on the balcony, aiming at her mother-in-law's house, and then took her song, literally slandering her son, and faced it and played it 24 hours on a loop for days at the highest volume, blasting at her mother-in-law's house. Well, baby, it's not over, because guess what? Concrete trucks were seen at the property. Shakira is enacting a whole concrete wall to literally separate her house from her mother-in-law's house, and also to make sure that her mother-in-law cannot look into that house. If you guys don't know, Shakira was the one that had more money than Piqué. Piqué made a lot when he was a trash person on Barcelona. He was the worst sportsman. She should have known he was going to cheat, because it's what Piqué does, right? Real Madrid. But taking it back to what I was saying, she's actually enacting it so that it blocks off. Again, that house was Shakira's. She is moving to Spain. She's moving to Miami right now, but she's stuck in Barcelona because there's a few things going on. So she said, "I can't take looking at that woman's house. I have all this money. Let's enact." But let's get to the real juice, right? How she found out that he was cheating on her. And y'all, this is literally out of Three Little Bears. This is out of Disney. This is Shakira's origin story. She took aim at her ex, Gerard Piqué, by including a severed head in her fridge in her music video, after realizing he had cheated when she discovered her jar of strawberry jam eaten. Now listen to this, right? She realized that Piqué was having an affair when she discovered a whole jar of strawberry jam literally was completely empty. Now, why did that ring bells? Because one, her kids can't stand strawberry jam. And she says Piqué has never eaten jam in his life, but that strawberry jam was eaten. And when she asked her, "Who ate the strawberry jam?" He's like, "What are you talking about? Nobody's been here." Now, let's also not count on the fact that there was a live that Piqué, a Zoom call or something that Piqué did, and in the background, they saw that girl. Now, this is in 2021 why her and Piqué were still together. If you guys don't know, this girl, Piqué, gave a job at one of his companies and then let her be head of one of his charities. I think it was the Piqué charity thing. Anyway, let's get into this, right? Let's see. She knew that Piqué and their children didn't like strawberry jam. So she literally figured out that somebody else had been staying at their home when she found the jar. Tell me this isn't giving Goldilocks Three Bears thing. She returned home from a period of traveling when she noticed the jam in her fridge had been eaten, and she knew the rest of her family hated strawberry jam. Let's see. What else? There's something else that happened. Hold on. Again, people are saying that it looks like Shakira has found a new way to stay on top of the charts by channeling her inner witch and unleashing a voodoo-inspired revenge campaign on her ex-mother-in-law's house. Again, Piqué had that girl in the house before he even broke up with her, and before Shakira knew that he was cheating on her. Now, let's be real. She showed up in like the back of the Zoom, but let's be real. Piqué had long been rumored to be cheating on Shakira. If you guys don't know, They've been together for 11 years. Shakira was like, oh my God, I'd rather be the girlfriend than the wife because the wife doesn't get treated that well. A lot of people's antennas went up saying, what do you mean the wife doesn't get treated that well? Piqué was a known cheater. He was actually engaged to a girl that looked a lot like Shakira. But when Shakira came on the scene, he dumped the girl and started dating Shakira. Now, a lot of the people feel like Shakira deserves everything that happened to her with Piqué because she busted up a happy home. To which I say, maybe you could say that, but then Piqué did the same thing to Shakira. At what point are we going to say it's not any girl that Piqué is dating? It is Piqué that operates like that. He, like Shakira said, he works out in the gym, but he needs to work a little bit more on his brain. Now, in her song, Shakira was like, you go find a girl like you. Like, she's just like you. Basically saying that Claire ain't ish. And she is like, again, we don't know her personally, but she is young. I would imagine she's starstruck with Piqué because he's like a god in Barcelona. They don't know what trash players are, right? But he's like a god in Barcelona. This girl, I think, was 19 or 20 when he plucked her up, started pursuing her, and literally made her like the head of his charitable foundation so he could keep her close. Shakira got wind that maybe something was going on because she was in the background of a Zoom call. Piqué cut things off of her, fired her. Then she started dating someone else, and he rushed to get her back. Why am I saying all this? It's just weird to me that everybody in the song is accusing Shakira of like internalized misogyny because she said, I'm worth 222s. You know, you traded a Rolex for a Casio. You traded a Ferrari for a Twingo, saying that's internalized misogyny. Girl, that's called a clap back. She is using metaphors and analogies and allegories to literally drive home the point that you got with somebody that she feels is not on her level. And it should be said for notable eye roll mention, Piqué for his part, he's so has been responded by, he reached a deal to be a spokesperson for Casio. I mean, honestly, Casio watches have a nice throwback quality, but Piqué, you can't be serious. But it's interesting that he thinks he's dragging Shakira. But the funny thing to me is that's the only endorsement you could get with Casio. Because you know, if Piqué could have gotten an endorsement with Rolex, he would have. So it's like, he's proving Shakira's point. You're a Casio, right? You're a Casio type of guy, and I'm a Rolex. Our worlds won't meet. You know what? He's walking around Casio. It's like, yes, okay, fine. But also, he's been driving a Twingo as a dig to her. I'm glad that these words hit him so much. Again, you can tell that he is mad. You can tell he is hurt, but good for him. Good for him. Capitalizing off of Shakira's song also and making money. Good for him, because baby, we know with your business sense, you definitely need it. But anyway, let's move on. But again, she's saying, Piqué, the reason you got with her wasn't because you loved her so much. It's the fact that, and I don't know, look at his history. It's the fact that you wanted somebody that would lay down, worship you, idolize you, and I expected you to treat me like an equal. You know, I expected you to actually give me some respect. And this little girl, now again, I don't see the internalized misogyny, but the way I see internalized misogyny is the way everyone's being like, oh my God, why didn't she shut up? Why is she still talking to this? This is so uncouth. Did anybody say anything when Piqué was running around with that girl, disrespecting his children who are old enough to know, causing Shakira all this grief and harm? How come whenever the man decides to just be selfish and do what he wants, nobody tells the man to calm down, nobody tells the man to show respect, everybody just like, oh, okay. But the minute the woman actually opens her mouth and says, I have been mistreated, you guys all saw me being mistreated, here's what I think of it. All of a sudden, people are like, oh my God, you need to, like, we need that internalized misogyny. Anyway, you guys might be wondering, how did Shakira have enough time to actually enact brick walls to partition the mother-in-law's house from her house, okay? Well, I'll tell you why. Unfortunately, Shakira's father is in Barcelona. on a there's something going on with his health. He is still in the hospital, so Shakira is not going to finish her move to Miami until her dad is well enough to travel with them. So it seems like for the time being, Shakira is in Barcelona. Let's not forget she's also fighting the Spain tax authorities. The Spain tax authorities are saying they want her to do 14 years in jail and she owes all this money. She is 100% saying, one, Piqué sent them to her door. Hell no, she's not paying. Two, she's saying, I already paid you your money. You guys are literally putting 20 on 10. Three, she's also saying that, well, I've talked to a lot of people in Spain, and they say, unlike America, it's very, very rare, if not it happens at all, for people to go to jail for tax offenses. That is usually reserved for like violent criminals, which honestly, I think it should be like that in the US. You know, unless you violently harm somebody and you are I don't think that it's fair to put people in jail. But back to Piqué and Shakira. Piqué is getting what he deserved. Again, he publicly mocked, humiliated, and taunted her. Why is it now we are going back into feminine ethos of you should be quiet, you can't say how you feel? Why? Piqué did what he wanted. Why can't Shakira do what she wants? Listen, you guys, this story is 100% developing. Shakira is not done with Piqué. I'm going to keep y'all posted, but you guys, at this point, whose side are you on? You better not be on Piqué's side. Please listen, even Barcelona fans, oh, how the mighty have fallen. This is what he's doing in his retirement. But again, he needed a girl that looked at him like he was like everything. But it also lets me know that I don't think, the thing is, Clara, I know she thinks she won. And again, who knows what Piqué said to her? He might have told, because remember when Piqué came out and was like, oh, no, 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 the relationship's been over for a while. And Shakira was like, what are you talking about? I took that as seeing that even Clara thought that the relationship was over, but it doesn't make sense because she was still in the house sneaking around. But I think Piqué was telling her like, oh, you know, like that part of the relationship's over. We're only together for publicity. We have an open relationship. But if Clara thinks she's won, you got a man that has cheated and left every single woman he was with. To me, he took a step back by leaving Shakira. But with Clara, I don't know. I hope she gets what she can out of this relationship because there is definitely a timer on it. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments and I will talk to you later. Bye.